many problems. So John's going to be reading the setting that we're going to be involved in. Go ahead, John.
For the next few minutes, you're going to share an imaginary journey. Now, these are the circumstances. You and the others in your group are standing on an island beach. Blue water stretching out to the horizon in one direction. Brown land rising up to nearby hilltops in the other direction. Now, the important part. In some way or other, all the rest of the people in the world have been destroyed by some catastrophe. You and the others in your group are the only people left on Earth alive. You are entirely on your own. So take over now and decide what to do in this situation.
Any notions or any
Hey, what are we going to do? I think maybe the first thing we ought to start thinking about are just the bare essentials to get us through the next couple of days here.
I agree.
What are we going to need?
We need water.
Yeah, we're going to need food and water. Hey, does anybody know anything about fish? Because there's a lot of water around here.
Yeah, I can get some stuff out of the reef, maybe. Some fish and maybe some, if there are any plants down there, we can dig some stuff out there.
Probably our major problem will be more psychological than physical. So I think the first thing we ought to do is start thinking about our minds instead of our stomachs. The tropical area will handle our stomachs fairly well.
I think you've got a good idea. We should probably start just by trying to basically confront in reality where we are, really,
And where we're going.
and where we can go.
30 years have passed. You are all now approaching your mid-60s, and you are approaching the end of your lives. You've raised a generation of people on the island, your children, and now another generation is coming up, and you are the old and wise ones of the society, okay? As you die, you take with you, as each one of you dies, you take with you all that man has known of his past history and so forth, and so far as you know, you're the last people on Earth. So, decide what you think it would be important for your society to know.
I guess I'd say that it's the most important thing that you can do is learn to be yourself, to know yourself, and then learn how to trust other people and be honest with them, and learn how to love them.
I think we ought to worry about a little bit the interrelationships, what Jim has said about people, realizing their full nature and the tragedy and not getting hung up in those same problems of value systems where men can't cry. I think that's really important, the full expression of people. And nature here has been a real big part of that. We're dependent upon nature, and hopefully we haven't, altered it too much. And I hope that, maybe through just our examples, the way that we've lived, that this is the best thing we can pass on to them.